I'm laying on the ground under a rock. This is terrifying. That was some of the most scared I've ever been in my life. Jody and I are packed up like the mules we are, and we're heading to Lesotho. I think we might have overpacked for this trip. We're off to Lesotho, as I mentioned. I was in Lesotho 2 years ago for a week. It was almost life-changing for me. It was that good. We don't have time on this trip to spend a week there because we're kind of doing this trip around Southern Africa like, I don't know, like a really fast trip where we can see a little bit of everything so we can decide where we want to come back when we do have time in a couple of years. So we're just racing through, and yeah, we're only going to Lesotho for one night, but it should be fun. We got about a 4-hour drive to get there, so let's cruise. Just crossed the border into Lesotho. Must be the easiest border in all of Africa. Took maximum a minute, maybe 2 minutes. And we're off to a place called Afriski, and it's apparently the highest accommodation and restaurant in all of Africa. We pulled over at the side of the road to fly the drone, and it started to cause some commotion. Kids running out, some were scared of the drone. Jody, I think, got some cool photos. And it's so fun to be back in Lesotho. It's just, I don't know, it's just such a great travel experience here. And I think we have about 30 kilometers into the mountain to get to Afriski. If you guys ever watched the movie Black Panther, in Black Panther, they go through parts of their country, their mythical country, that are just unbelievable places. And those places look a lot like here. In my opinion, it might be the most dramatic landscapes you get anywhere in Africa, and so few people come here. We're at this pass, we're climbing an altitude, and there's just unreal views, 360, almost like Icelandic, and yeah, it's just so impressive here. We arrived at Afriski, and it just does not feel like where we were this morning or yesterday, because obviously it's not, but it feels like we're, I don't know, it feels like we're in the Faroe Islands, actually. It feels a lot like the Faroe Islands up here, but we're at over 3,000 meters altitude here, and it's crazy. It's hailing outside, actually, and this is Sky Restaurant here, the highest restaurant in Africa. It says it's 3,010 meters. Turning into a baby with the altitude. It's only a little over 3,000 meters and I'm feeling it. This is our room and we've got a balcony out onto this. The wind is picking up, the weather's picking up, and it's really, really dark. It might not look like it on camera, but it's 3:30 in the afternoon right now, midday, and it looks like it's about to be sunset. That's how dark it is right now. It's just crazy. And as I mentioned, wind is really picking up. It's raining, drizzling a little bit now. It's going off and on with hail. And yeah, the weather's crazy. I don't know if we'll be able to take pictures this afternoon. I hope we can get out somewhere and maybe even just do a drive. So I'm kind of winging sunset. I've driven down this 4x4 road down from the hotel and there was just a sign that said river. And so I drove down hoping to find a place to photograph and ooh, there's a shepherd singing up there, freaked me out. And yeah, it's brought me to this point. And now, yeah, totally winging this. The light's not good at all. It's horrible. It's just depressing. But it is such a cool place. And sometimes light like this can be really dramatic. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find something quick. I have a lot of landscape to kind of work with in kind of a guessing standpoint. So I might walk this way a little bit and just see what I can come up with. Not a lot to work with and thunder rolling. So I'm gonna try to get a photo really quick. There's a little patch of falling water that I might make work, but yeah, this might be, I don't know. I don't know how this will come out. Shit. I'm down on the flats. Haven't even got my shot up. I'm in the water and a massive lightning storm is coming behind me. I gotta get out of here. It went pitch black in a second. I'm gonna be in trouble. I gotta run. You won't be able to see me. I'm laying on the ground under a rock being hit by hail the size of, I don't know how big that would be, the size of, double the size of a kernel of corn. Getting hit, I was hit in the face, on the head. There's no shelter at all here. There's lightning and thunder every second, as you can hear. And I'm just being absolutely pelted by hail. This is terrifying. That was some of the most scared I've ever been in my life. Still. Oh my God. The lightning and thunder is still just non-stop. The hail's just hammering me still. I'm trying to get low enough. Ow! I'm trying to get low enough that the lightning's not a problem. My backpack, shielding myself from the hail, and then I'm just cuddled next to a rock. Oh my God, this sucks. I need this to pass fast. Everything's soaked. The gimbal's soaked, the camera's soaked. I'm soaked. Scary. I made it. I made it to the car. Oh my God. That was straight up scary. And the stupid thing is, all afternoon I was thinking I don't really want to take pictures because of the weather. And then I started thinking, you're being a baby, this is an incredible place. Go and take pictures. And then the light looked like it was going to be okay. It looked like I had a composition. And then I just got dark. Like instantly went from being bright to pitch black. I filmed one bit and everything looked good, and then the next thing it just went dark. Like really, really, really dark. Shit. And then the lightning happened, and I could see the lightning hitting the hillsides. It's still going off. And then the hail started, and I didn't even pick up my gear. I grabbed my tripod and I started running up the hill. But there's altitude here. It's like 3,300 meters above sea level. And I was exhausted even just running, 100 meters uphill and then getting pelted by the hail, getting just pummeled by winds. The wind was so strong it almost knocked me over. And the lightning was going, it wasn't like lightning, wait 10 seconds, thunder. It was lightning and thunder at the same time. It was just going and going and going. And it was terrifying, absolutely terrifying. The ground here looks like it was snowed on. That's how much hail just came down. I still have to drive the 4x4 route up the hill on the hail to get back to the place. It was not a fun afternoon. I don't know what to say. I got back home, I jumped in the shower. I was so cold that parts of my body felt like they were burning under the hot water. Other parts of my body didn't know if the water was hot or cold. I think it was actually much scarier a situation than I even realized when I was down there. I think that I was borderline hypothermic just because I was hiding out under that rock being pummeled by hail for a solid 30 minutes. And then on top of it, you have altitude. So I was running and I was out of breath and I was coughing and wheezing. And then I kind of realized that I was maybe hypothermic out there and decided to make a sprint for the car. And I think that was actually probably the smartest thing I did. Because if I would have waited much longer, the storm's still going on. It's probably been an hour. The storm's still going on. And I could have been stuck out there hypothermic. It could have gone bad. And there was a point out there that I thought, well, I'm not going to make it through this. And that was a scary, scary moment. So, sobering afternoon, evening, Lesotho throwing curveballs at me. I want to say before I let you go that there's no photo worth, putting yourself at risk. I didn't realize the weather was going to turn like that, obviously. It was totally fine 1 minute, and then it just flipped. 15 seconds later, I filmed the little bit where I said the weather's changing, and I probably shouldn't have filmed that, but it wouldn't have changed anything because I was already in the danger zone. I was already in trouble. And literally right after I filmed that and turned the camera off, wind picked up and it launched my tripod a good, 20 meters. And that's a sturdy tripod. It just went flying. And I didn't even pack my gear up properly. I just stuffed gear on top of gear and grabbed the tripod running and then eventually found the rock. But I'm pretty sure I got bruises on my back, the back of my legs for sure, on my neck from the hail. And overall, just a scary situation in one of the most beautiful places in the world. So I'm going to take the rest of the night off, count my blessings, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.